So after the 18-yard pickup by Mike Pruitt, we've got Adeline going to look into Pruitt, pickup of 6. And they're up to their own 47, and that'll end the first quarter. Second 4. Soft tackle left Pruitt. We guessed wrong. He's got the first down, 7-yard pickup. And Adeline's down to the Tombstone 46, first down. It's an off tackle left, guess wrong, or right, it's off tackle right, guess wrong. Plus 9 yards, Lynn Kane, 4 carries, 30 yards. And second 1. We saw Mel Blunt make the play on a long ball earlier against James Lofton. We'll see if Freddie Solomon going against a 4 might get a shot later on. There's an off tackle left, 4-yard pickup for Kane, guess right. So Adeline's got a first down to Tombstone 33. And again, 2 through 7, 11, and 12 field goal chance if he can get it in the 23 to 32 column. So pretty good kicker. Soft tackle right, Pruitt. King loses a yard. Nick Lowry is the kicker everybody wants, playing for Wilmington, drafted with either a late first or a second round pick, but a great kicker for a while. So second 11, definitely want to get a couple of yards and get into range for field goal to be the first points of the game. Short loft and guess right, got 17. So now down to the Tombstone 17, first and 10. 12 minutes left, second quarter. Guess right, off tackle left, Kane. It's going to be a holding on Adeline. It's going to bump him back out to the 27, first and 20. It's Russell Davison at halfback. 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set. Flat pass right to Ramsey. Nobody home. They were keying Russell Davis, but it's a 13-yard pass from Zorn to Ramsey. So got it back to second and 7 at the Tombstone 14. Nice play call there. Guess wrong, short to Solomon, touchdown. And we have offsetting penalties again. So back to second and 7 at the Tombstone 14. Here we go. Soft tackle Pruitt, 7-yard pickup, first down to Tombstone 7. So Adeline gets out of the 1st and 20. And have a good chance of getting the first points on the board, barring a turnover or another missed field goal. It's a short pass to McKnight, touchdown. Ted McKnight out of the backfield. Jim Zorn with the touchdown pass, had quite a few of them, close to 30. And the kick is good. Pat Leahy gets the extra point and touchback to follow. So first points of the game, 9.5 left, second quarter, 7-0 Adeline. There's a look in Wendell Tyler against a 4. Pick up a 1, 2nd and 9. Morton 5 of 8, only 39 yards so far. Except for the right linebacker, Matt Blair. Everybody's a 5 as a defensive rated guy in the secondary, and the left linebacker. So right linebacker's a 6, everybody else is a 5. It's got a nickelback who's a 4, but short to Casper. Guess right, 1 blitzer. 13-yard pickup. So Morton gets the first down. Tombstone at their own 34. It's going blocking back with shotgun. Hubert Oliver as the lone running back. Only eligible for a line buck here. It's long to Duriel Harris being double teamed. It's close to the interception. 2 through 6, 11 and 12, roll of 7. So 2nd and 10. Some good double team calls early. It's going shotgun again here. Hubert Oliver at fullback. So left flat to Casper. It's an open zone. 10-yard pickup. First down. So good call there by Tombstone. Found the open zone, which made the play guess wrong. 10-yard pickup. He had 2 linebackers on the line of scrimmage, but one was not a pass rushing zone. It's long to Monk. It's got the completion, 32 yards. So Craig Morton picking it up on the drive. Up over 90 yards now, 8 for 12. So 1st and 10 at the Adeline 24. Tombstone looking to tie the game. Take a look at their kicker real quick. As you can see, misses 8 through 10 on the closest 2 ranges. He's 2 through 12 on extra points, but then 7, 11, 12 is solid for McNamara, and not bad in the next range, 2 through 6, 11, and 12, and 2 through 3 for the longer range. So he's not bad in an intermediate sense, but you don't really get any bump getting the ball into the, I guess, 30-yard range or so. Get the ball all the way inside the 12, 10-yard line, you'd like to have a 2 through 9 or better field goal chance. Greg Morton sacked by Keena Turner here, sets up a 2nd and 17. Sack created by Gary Cheater there. Got the random of 16 on a 1 through 40. It's going to be a completion. Morton hits Dave Casper, and he got 19 yards. It's a nice pickup for a tight end off their card. Casper, 17 yards per catch this year. Very nice card. So linebacker Hubert Oliver gets the block, 10 yards down to the 2. Don Masick only needed to be a 4, and he was. So we got three running backs in, wide receiver Harris, and 1 tight end. From the 2, showing blitz. It's Morton on a linebacker, guess wrong, and he's in for the touchdown. Craig Morton. Extra point is good, and we're tied at 7. 6 minutes left, first half. So he overcame the first down sack. Big play there by Dave Casper, being a friendly ghost on that one. So Zorn takes over at his own 28, off tackle left Pruitt. He's got 14. And he's got it out to the Adeline 42. Dang it, I forgot to share screen. I don't think that's the one I'm supposed to use. You could just, personally wish you could just choose a default setting. And anyway, I think I don't know. Okay, so Pruitt gets a couple more here. 11 carries, 59 yards, and we have a 3rd and 6. So we're going to have a punt. Adeline from their own 46. It's going to be inside the 10 at the cusp of the no return zone. He lets it bounce in 3 yards. So again, a good punt for Adeline. Pinning Tombstone at 3. I think they got him at the 7 last time. So pro set, game tied at 7. Tombstone 1st and 10 at their own 3. He is going to show blitz here. He's got 5s across the short zone. 6 at right linebacker guarding Wendell Tyler, which is Matt Blair. Short to Monk. He's got a blitz coming. Defender X incomplete. Everson Walls making the play, matching the needed die of 5. So 2nd and 10 from their own 3. Showing blitz again. Wendell Tyler's one of those guys that can rip off a big play. Calls run short to Duriel Harris. He's got 16. It's going to get him out to the 19, 1st down. 2:42 before the half. Nice there. Tombstone getting 1st down. Maybe had it got to 3rd and 10, you're in a situation where you might get a big blitz, but you're looking at giving the ball up roughly at midfield or in your own territory. And 7-7, good kicker, wouldn't take a whole lot to get into that 2 through 7, 11, and 12 range. Here's long to Drew Pearson. He's guarded by 4, one man deep. Incomplete. They never overlapped in Dallas. Craig Morton went to the Giants no, they did overlap. Morton was the backup in 73, and that was Drew Pearson's rookie year. Second 10. Just missed a long game there. He's got 3 wide receivers and Tyler. Flat pass right to Tyler. He's got a pickup of 5. Does not get out of bounds. Probably just going to let it run down to the 2-minute warning. They do. So 3rd and 5. He's got linebacker 6s in the middle and right linebacker slots if he goes 3-3-5. So it's going to leave the only spot to maybe break contain on a roll of 3 white die would be in run. And that's if they don't shift. Jack Lambert could be switched, of course, over to the end run zone. It's going to be short to Casper, 4 men, incomplete. And 4th and 5, Tombstone will punt. Carl Birdsong back out again. 42 yards, and Jeff Fisher gets 21. So Fisher makes another big play in the punt return game. Balled into the Tombstone 45, 137, and all 3 timeouts left for Adeline. Russell Davis gets wrong off tackle left. He's got 9. It's probably not the best down and distance situation coming up for Russell Davis, so might not hurry up here. It's Davis, you've got limited carries, but he will do so. Always a chance he's just using him as a decoy. But 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, and Russell Davis. Flat left to Ramsey. It's going to be a first down. Pickup of 2. And Adeline uses their first timeout. So 1:15 to go, ball to Tombstone 34. Nice play there by the longtime great Bill Thompson, one of the all-time best punt returners, and a really good safety as well. But I mean, literally one of the all-time great punt returners. Definitely top 25, if not higher. There's off tackle left Davis. He's got another guess wrong. Can he hit the short gain? He can. 16 yards. Flag on the field. Holding. So Adeline backed up to the Tombstone 44. Still plenty of time, 1:07 and 2 timeouts. That knocks them farther away from the 2 through 7, 11, and 12 field goal range. So looking to Barkham, going against the 6, he got 15. Nice pickup there on the deuce on his own card. 2nd and 5. Long to Barkham. No men in zone. Guarded by 4. Defender extra long gain. Don't know what his long is, but he has got the 29-yard touchdown. So Jim Zorn with his second touchdown pass of the day. Nice start. 10 for 14, 103, and a couple of scores. Extra point by Leahy is good. Didn't see the kickoff. Sometimes you have a phantom kickoff every so often. But anyway, Tombstone's got the ball at their own 33, 3 timeouts, but only 22 seconds. So they need about 40 yards. Looking to Wendell Tyler, 7-yard pickup. Ball out to the 40. Timeout. Short to Duriel Harris, 3 men in zone. That's going to be a pick on. Nope. Offsides, saves the pick. So 2nd and 8. Their own 35. To his 32, you need about 33 yards. Short to Drew, double teamed, sack. Gary Jeter gets home. And it's 3rd and 14. We'll see if we get a timeout here. Nope. And I'm going to go grab coffee. I'll be right back. 14-7 Adeline at the half. I'll put up the halftime stats before I leave. What's up, Mr. Man? Okay, so Adeline leading in total yards, 207, 144. We have not had but a single turnover. Tombstone lost a fumble. Arthur Whittington, that was the opening kickoff, but a missed field goal kept it from hurting. And Jim Zorn with a great first half, 14 attempts, 103 yards, 10 for 14, and 2 touchdowns. Craig Morton, 12 of 19, 141. And we've only seen one carry for Wendell Tyler, a bit surprising. Let me see more of him. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got actually a old end zone for the Adeline Assassins. Nobis from the forum, Tommy, created these when he was in IFL back in the 1965 or 6 season. Created custom end zones for our teams, kind of based on our team name, and I've still got a couple of them, despite numerous crashes. There's the Dallas Destroyers, and there's the Adeline Assassins. But I've noticed in playoff games, when I change end zones or fields, they don't tend to stick. And I have not figured that out. I can get it to work in the regular season. And I even went in before this game and changed it. But something about playoff league files will not allow me to do it. I'm not very good at figuring out stuff like that, but I can at least compile the facts and troubleshoot it. Well, it's been consistent that it's always in a playoff league file, but I've noticed that with this particular card set. Okay. Adeline just made the Super Bowl 2 years ago in 1979. They also made it in 76. I believe that was the first year they made it. So 0-2 so far, looking for their first IFL title. Okay, here we go. Eddie Payton has a touchdown. Will he bring it back? He does bring it back. He gets 23. We got an out of phase warning here. I wonder if that's because I changed the end zones. I don't think so, but again, just making notes of what's going on. 6-yard pickup there for Mike Pruitt. He's got a good game, 12 for 65 at the moment. 2nd and 4. Flat right to Lynn Kane. He's got a good receiver card, as you see, but got the dreaded 7. A lot of halfbacks. If they have one incompletion, that's where it'll be. So 3rd and 4. Seen him run left here in some of these situations. He's got a 0 right inside linebacker and 4s at right linebacker and free safety. So have a chance of beating the man in zone if it comes up that. But Brendan's played with this team all year long. He's aware of that. And as you saw earlier, he filled that zone and keyed the correct runner. It just didn't get the roll. Came up with offensive line reading. So it's going pro set 3-4. Long to Solomon. No man in zone. He's against a 4. He's got a long gain. 52 yards. Jim Zorn with another big hit. And Freddie Solomon, 52-yard pickup there. So at the Tombstone 21 in good field goal range up to the 32. So 5-yard flat pass to Lynn Kane. Second and 5. Ball at the 16. Pro set. It's a flat pass, guess wrong. Lynn Kane, 6-yard pickup, first down. So Kane's got the first down there. Zorn 13 of 18, 166. Yes. Got a couple of touchdowns. First and 10 at the 10. Short to Kane, guessed right. Incomplete. So still got the flat pass option here. It's not showing blitz. Pro set 3-4. Short to James Lofton, going against a 6, Mel Blunt. Guessed right. It's going to be a dump off. Lynn Kane hits 5. Set up 3rd and goal at the 5. It's going the heavy jumbo, 3 running back, 2 tight end set, 3-4, no blitz. I'm thinking a pass to either McKnight or Pruitt, both good receivers out of the backfield. Soft tackle right, Pruitt. It's guessed wrong. He gets the dreaded 5 for 0. So Padley out for the almost extra point. Short field goal. He misses another. Oh, those hurt. 2 through 9. He rolls an 11. And that's one Brandon needed. He's got the missed field goal after fumbling the opening kickoff. And he gets another here from the 5. So that would have made it a 2-score game, but he's only down 7 here. A little over 10 minutes left, 3rd quarter. And we'll see if we get a good dose of Wendell Tyler this half. 1 carry for -1, I believe it was, for Tyler in the first half. There's Vince Thompson on the line, buck. Gets 2. Edwin Bailey unable to make the block. Left tackle, Wendell Tyler guessed wrong. +5. Hubert Oliver unable to make the block there. A couple of white dice 6s. Sets up 3rd and 3. Vince Thompson and Wendell Tyler in the pro set. It's going to be a linebacker. Vince Thompson, guessed wrong, got 9. So first down, Tombstone. Looking to tie the game, down by 7. Would have been first down +4, guessed right. There's an end run guessed wrong for Tyler, +4. See that big +69 on 2. Second and 6. So flat pass to Tyler, pickup of 7, first down. Linebacker Hubert Oliver, 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. So Craig Morton handing it off a lot this drive. Short to Monk, guess right, incomplete. Set up a 3rd and 4. Showing blitz here. Pro set. Guess right, short to Casper, 17. So Dave Casper with the 2nd big pickup. 4 catches, 59 yards. And Tombstone's got the ball all the way down to the Adeline 30, 1st down. Stan Walters able to hold off backup defensive end Lyle Alzado there. Then run Tyler, guess wrong. Got the block, 4 yards. Casper, another nice play. Needed to be a 6, and he was. There's a couple of yards, guess right for Tyler. So it'll get him out of contain, set up a 3rd and 4 at the Adeline 24. Pro set. Anthony showing blitz here. Linebacker Vince Thompson, guess wrong. He picked one up earlier, and he's got a short gain, 16 yards down to the Adeline 8. So the running game coming alive for Tombstone here. Down by 7, just under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 1st down. Showing blitz. Do you drop back and pass it? Suspect offensive line. It's a run call short to Casper. Touchdown, Craig Morton. 15 for 23, 173 for Morton. Casper, 5 for 67 and a touchdown. It goes to the post. So 14 all. And after the touchback, Adeline will start with the ball at their own 20. Excellent in a game here in a 19 minutes left. A closely fought AFC title game. Pruitt off tackle, guess wrong. No linebackers. Picks up 7 there, gets the block from Kurt Peterson. 2nd and 3. Soft tackle left, Pruitt gets right, picks up 3, 1st down. got 7 Ranieri at left tackle going against Sherman White, who's a 5'8". And Gastineau is being blocked by a 5 Dan Durdorf at right tackle. And Mike Pruitt's a 5 for blocking against the Astros part. There's a 1-yard pickup for Kane. Pruitt with a block. 2nd and 9. 2:24 left in the third. It's no gain. James Lofton, of course, unable to make the block. So it'll set up 3rd and 9. It's going to go shotgun with Pruitt. Gastineau looking to change the game here with a sack. He doesn't blitz. And Carson is a 6'9", so he is a great pass rusher. But if he doesn't blitz, he'll get perfect contain on linebucks. And it's long to Solomon, incomplete. Saw Freddie catch a 52-yarder earlier. It's going to set up a punt. Jennings will not pin him inside the 5 this time. But he gets a nice 51-yard net, and Tombstone will start at their own 18. But now they're tied at 14. They were down 7 the last time they got it, and had a very nice drive, mostly on the ground, to get the touchdown from Morton to Casper. So still tons of carries for Tyler, 22. He does have a high fumble. There's a flat pass right to Tyler. Caught a ton of balls in the regular season. It's going to get 1 yard there. Matt Blair making the play. It's long to Monk, guess wrong, incomplete. There's part of the Wendell Tyler effect. Have to respect his run and the volume he has remaining. So had a shot there, but Morton unable to connect with Art Monk. So 3rd and 9, not showing blitz, 3-3-5. Tyler the lone setback. Drew Pearson back in at 3rd receiver against the 4. Tried that a couple of times. Been some double teams on that. So left flat, Wendell Tyler, and it's got a catch, but only 5 yards, setting up a 4th and 4. Got the white dice 6, but Matt Blair stayed in the zone and made the white dice 6. And 35-yard exchange. And with 14:42 remaining, we're at 14 all. There's long to Lofton being double teamed. Defender X, it'll be incomplete. And there's pass interference, 23 yards. So moving to Tombstone 36. Anthony doesn't want to rely on Leahy again, who's missed a couple of pretty good chances at field goals. But I'm sure he'd be happy to get a field goal attempt if it comes down to that, if he can get in good field goal range. Here's a nice play. James Lofton, 31 yards down to the 5. So Jim Zorn continuing his nice game. 15 of 22, 202, and a couple of touchdowns. So he's going heavy jumbo set, but he's got good receivers. I mean, Barkham, second tight end, McKnight and Pruitt, good receivers out of the backfield. Ramsey's basically a perfect short card. So Harrington on a got the block, 4 yards. Second goal at the Tombstone 1. The Assassins look to punch it in here. Probably looking at 3 chances if there's not a penalty. It's Key Harrington. He loses a yard. Got his fumble chance up to 97 there out of 1,000 with the correct key. And he got the -1. Would have been a touchdown. So great call by Brandon there. But still 3rd and 2 at the 2. 3rd and goal at the 2. And still stay with the same sets. Heavy jumbo, 3 running backs, 2 tight ends, and not showing blitz. Short to McKnight, incomplete. Had the interception chance, but incomplete. We'll see what Anthony does here. Just taking the lead with any kind of unit's important. This is normally go for it. Sit kind of part of the field at the 2, but he may just choose to try to get the lead here. 12:36 remaining. If it's at the 3 or 4, you're almost sure going to kick it. You're almost for sure going to go for it at the 1, but it's not quite as good a chance. Kind of lose your quarterback sneak, guess right. And you get these linebacker in zones, -1 or +1 or +6, and can't get in. He's going to go for it. We'll stay with the 3 running back, 2 tight end look. 4th and goal at the 2. Quite a big play. Adeline fans calling for the tush push. Just out of linebacker range here, so we'll see. It's off tackle right, Pruitt being keyed. 2nd correct key on the series of downs. Another loss of 1. Good call. So back-to-back successful keys, and that also would have been a touchdown for Mike Pruitt. So great job there by Brandon, and he takes over at the Tombstone 3, and Black Riders deep in their own territory look to get out from under their own goalpost. Showing blitz here, pro set. Excuse me. And there's a sack, and Adeline takes a 16-14 lead. Stan Walters could not hold off John Woodcock. And Adeline will take over from their 34, up 16-14. He did safety blitz, but Anthony says, well, that's better than what Leahy would do. Pat Leahy becoming the butt of the jokes today after missing a couple of field goals, including one of 22 yards. So Adeline will look to pad their 2-point lead, 11:42 remaining in the game. So look into Mike Pruitt, incomplete. So when you get a 2-point conversion like that at this point in the game, or a 2-point lead, there's not going to be much chance of overtime because there's no 2-point conversions here. So 2-point lead is a kind of different beast than it would be in the modern day with a 2-point conversion. 2nd 10. Draw right. Pruitt gets wrong. Nose tackle. Charlie Johnson, a 6, makes the play. That was an easy one. Only had to be a 4 on that one. And we'll set up 3rd and 6. So we get under 11 minutes. 3 wide receiver, 1 fullback with Mike Pruitt, shotgun. Zorn can still in run here, but it would be single back right. Long to Haven Moses. Incomplete. Zorn just misses there. And here's Dave Jennings, another nice punt, 48 yards, 1 yard return. So Tombstone comes out with a 2-point deficit, 10-12 remaining. 1981 AFC Championship game. And we're right, Tyler, guess right. 5-yard offsides, 1st and 15. Flint left to Wendell Tyler, guess right. Flag down, another offsides. So Tombstone, 2nd and 20, ball at their own 5 here. No, that was intentional grounding on Morton. So that's why we're at 2nd and 20 instead of 1st and 20. It was a loss of down. Blocking back set with Vince Thompson at fullback. Short to Casper, 4-man in zone, guess right. Incomplete, just missed the plus 17 again. So it'll set up 3rd and 20 from their own 5. It's going to be a look into Wendell Tyler. And nice pickup of 13. But it's going to only set up 4th and 7 from their own 18. So Tombstone punts. And with the exchange, Adeline will take over at their own 43. I'll be right back. Okay, and there's a offsides on Adeline, 1st and 15 at their own 38. Just under 9 minutes left. Adeline leading by 2. Long to Solomon, 31-yard pickup. Guess wrong. Nice throws. Jim Zorn, 16 of 26, 233. So field flipper there now at the Tombstone 31. Looking to Pruitt. It'll be guess wrong against the 4. Short gain, 12-yard pickup. So now 7:48 remaining. Adeline with a first down at the Tombstone 19. Black Riders had a huge goal line stand earlier with a couple of correct keys to keep the ball out of the end zone, followed by a safety, but still, they kept the ball out of the end zone. So down 16-14, very important to hold them to a field goal attempt. I'll take a left. Pruitt, 0. Guess wrong. It's got zeros on 3 and 5. A lot of big plays there, though. So 2nd and 10, not showing blitz. Yes. So pickup of 2 there. Russell Davis with the off tackle run. So we'll set up a 3rd and 8. 6:36 left. Ball at the 17 of Tombstone. It's going to leave Pruitt in as the lone back. 3 wide receiver set. Tombstone can hold him to a field goal attempt. They'll get the ball back with about 6 minutes roughly or just under remaining, all their timeouts, and they would only be down by 5 even if he makes the field goal. If he were to miss it, down by 2, he would only need a field goal to win. So look into Freddie Solomon against the 4. He got 5 yards, set up a 4th and 3, and we'll see Leahy, who's missed a couple of pretty easy shots. He got that one. So Anthony breathes a sigh of relief there. Kickoff to the 8 and a 32-yard return. So down by 5, 5:24 remaining. Good field position to start for Tombstone. Ball at their own 40. And we talked about earlier, Wendell Tyler's pretty good and has got tons of attempts left. And Craig Morton can hit the deep ball, guess right. So short pass, Dave Casper. And it's defender X for a long gain. And Johnny Johnson makes the play, 5 versus a 5. Rich Castor was the longtime tight end for the Destroyers, Dave Casper, and they came in real close to the same time, it seems like. No, I'm thinking of, never mind, I'm thinking of Raymond Chester came in the same year as Castor. And Dave Casper came quite a few years later. I'm trying to remember, it was 1970. Yeah, I think it was 70 that Castor, and Jerome Barkham might have just been 1 year before that. So So 3rd and 10. Hubert Oliver unable to make the play. 4:30 remaining. Down by 5. Short to Munt, being double teamed, hoping for a dump off. He's got a dump off. Short gain, 16 yards and out of bounds for Drew Pearson. So down to the Adeline 44, 4:12 remaining. Looks like we may have a good finish here, folks. Here's short to Monk, guessed right, 14 yards. So down to the Adeline 30, 3:36 remaining. First down. Morton 20 for 31, 222 and a touchdown. It was a short gain for Wendell Tyler, flat pass. Penalty on the first and 20, holding on Tombstone. Still plenty of time, but now you've got 4 downs to pick up 20 yards. Pro set 3-4. Short to Casper, double teamed. Looking for a dump off again here. He's got one. 30-yard pickup. Wendell Tyler, and the ball all the way down to the 10. So bad luck with the penalty, but then good luck with the second big dump off of the series. And first and goal at the Adeline 10, down by 5. Great AFC championship game going here. And again, 1914, so unlikely we've got overtime. So almost for sure down to the last 2:42 of this game. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Not all running backs can get 30 yards. So nice job by Wendell Tyler. 10 catches, 86 yards. He had a ton of catches. I want to say he might have had 98 in the regular season. I know it was a bunch. Short to Monk, defender X. Everson Walls makes a nice play. Had to be a 5, and he stretched out with his 5 and made the play. Would have been a touchdown. Second goal from the 10. Showing blitz. It's right flat to Tyler. He's got a 6. Jack Lambert moved over there, plus 4. So third and goal from the 6. 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts for both sides. It's going to go 3 wide receivers, 1 running back here. Drew Pearson in. Three, 3-5, showing blitz. Really don't want to sack here. Short to Duriel Harris, big time blitz, touchdown. Craig Morton, plus 14. Once again, Craig Morton, second touchdown pass, 23 of 35, 262, and 21-19 lead now for Tombstone with the extra point. He's got a touchback. So Adeline down by 2, minute 45 remaining. Jim Zorn, see if they stay in a pro set. It's going to go 2 wide receivers, 2 tight end, and Russell Davis. So short gain, 6, 7, 8, off tackle wrong. Three, 3, 5. Flat pass to left, Derek Ramsey, 6-yard pickup, not out of bounds. It's going hurry up. Long to Solomon, guess wrong. Against the 4, no man deep. Long gain, 34 yards. Flag on the field. Declined. Offside Tombstone. So 21-19 Tombstone, but Adeline driving. All 3 timeouts. Ball at the Tombstone 40. Freddie Solomon with another big catch. Solomon over 120 yards receiving now. So you'd like to get into that great field goal range, but we've seen a couple of misses by Leahy, so we'll see how aggressive Anthony is here. 6-12-12, defensive left end, Mark Gastineau, hoping to make the big play, get Tombstone into the Super Bowl. Looking, Derek Ramsey guessed wrong, got 11 yards down to the Tombstone 29. So he's in 2 through 7, 11 and 12 field goal range here. We'll take a look at Leahy again. He gets to 2 through 8 and 12. He gets to the 22 and 2 through 9 inside of that. Penalties can strike at any time, so you like to leave a little cushion if you can. And you probably, with Morton having an 8 long gain guessed right, and Wendell Tyler, you'd like not to have to kick off and leave 2 or 3 plays if you only get a field goal. So there's a 7-yard pickup looking Lofton. It gets it down to the 22. Defense takes a timeout. So Brandon thinking the exact same thing. 2nd 3. Mike Pruitt is the lone running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end. Zorn over 300 yards, no picks. Flat to Lofton, incomplete, guess wrong. Really big chances of making it there. He even gets some +4, 3 through 12 on the interception chance. He only misses 10 and 12 and rolls the 10. And that'll stop the clock. So there's enough timeouts. That's not that big of a difference, but 3rd and 3, ball at the Tombstone 22. So right at the edge of 2 through 8 and 12. And if he gets kicked back a little bit, 2 through 7, 11 and 12. So Still in solid field goal range. But we all hate to have to roll the field goal attempt chance having the Super Bowl game depending on it. So big 3rd and 3. We're waiting to see if he's going to go pro set or stay with 2 tight end, 2 receiver set. One running back, and it'll be Russell Davis here. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. We saw a couple of successful run keys by Brandon, so not afraid to go all out against the run. Easier to do inside the 5, but so look and guess wrong. Solomon incomplete. So 4th and 3, Pat Leahy on for the field goal, and he got it. So a huge play there. 22-21 Adeline. Pat Leahy with no hesitation, no 5-second jinx worries. Oh my God! 67-yard kickoff return. John Holt, 67 yards to the Adeline 25, 8 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts. Holy cow. What a huge play. That was off the coverage card. We'll take a look again at Tombstone's kicker. Ball at 25, so he doesn't get much better than 50-50. He's going for it, and he got it. 1 second left. And that's going to be the game. Oh, my. What a crazy ending. Touchdown. Or excuse me, a field goal at the end of the game. 15 seconds left. Goes for the kickoff, which looked like a long gain off the coverage card, and it wasn't a 31 or 32. He got 67, got it down to where he was in 2 through 6, I think in 12 field goal range, and nails it with a 6. No, with a 5. Wow, what a dramatic game. And the Tombstone Black Riders will make the Super Bowl for their very first time. They were an expansion team in 1968, and here they are in the Super Bowl. Wow. Did I not put a link up? I thought I did. It's not allowing me to type in game. What a great game. 24-22 Tombstone. Hey, Anthony.
Hey there.
Wow, great game.
Thank you.
Amazing. Good job, Brandon.
Yeah,
That
good
was so
game,
exciting.
Hey, Brendan.
That was That was tough, man. Whew.
Yeah, it's the way the cookie crumbles, eh?
You coached a great game.
Thanks, likewise. Yeah, thought it was the right approach. Seemed to get the situations I wanted for the most part, but couldn't stop your dump off. Man, you must have had 150 yards of dump off.
Oh, I know it. Well, and you were hitting on those long passes. I felt like you outcoached me because I was all turned around on defense. Like when you were bringing in that running back Davis to win with me. I'm guessing run and you're throwing. It was.
Yeah, tough one to swallow, but it's the way it goes. Draft football, baby. You gotta love it.
I knew you had that 12 long gain because I was looking at the special teams and I can't believe it hit though. That was crazy. And then the field goal was still just 2 to 6
for 60 something too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, hey, that is gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen. I could have squibbed there. I think a squib would have been worse, for sure. So squibbing is difficult in these years. It's something I look at every game. Should I squib or not? Look at it, analyze it every time.
I'm sure you were worried about that last field goal, Anthony. I mean, Leahy missed a couple of chip shots earlier, and here, getting stopped inside the 5, a couple of great back-to-back keys by Brandon.
Yeah, that was a great call, Brandon. Great job there. I mean, that saved the game for you, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, hit one of those flat pass wrongs to loft it inside, and it would have been fine. Yep. It would have been 1 second at the 10 or whatever. It's a lot of things had to happen. They happened. Yeah.
I'm a little scrambled, honestly. I'm trying to remember. There was a 30-yard dump off I had that was
on a double team. Double team, 3rd and long. Yeah. That's.
Brandon, I was thinking you were going to run Tyler a little bit more, and at the half he had 1 carry. I'm like, he's either afraid of the fumble or it's just the way the play calling working out.
I was trying to not have tendencies because I know, Anthony, you're very good at preparing for the game. So my thoughts were to try to do things a little differently. I think towards the end you were catching my tendencies anyway because I was reverting back to being predictable. You were hitting a lot of double teams in the 4th quarter.
For big yards.
Yeah, some of the luck aspect of it didn't work out for you, but I thought you were coaching way better than me at the end because I had a lot of wrong calls and keying you, and you were passing, and it was that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's Look, I don't know what I would have done versus Wilmington. That's a good question. I'm in 4 fall leagues, and this is the 4th. In a stock league, a modern stock league, took the Chargers to the Super Bowl, which was, not an easy team, and lost to the Niners, as I should have lost. Frozen Tundra got to the final, lost to Dennis. He outcoached me there in that one. And I figured I was going to get to the final here. It seemed that way, and then I was going to lose to Jay, but didn't work out. So you spared me that loss, Brandon. So thank you.
It's bittersweet, man. I feel bad because I feel like you about coached me. I was kind of packing it in. Obviously, at the end, I'm thinking, okay, here it goes. And
oh my! Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I mean, my red zone performance must have been putrid. I can't even imagine what it was. Again, going back to your great key.
Well, the field goals burned you too, though. I mean,
field goals were not. Hey, the first one was fine. The first one was cool. I'm fine with missing the first one. I felt bad for you. I don't want you, falling behind because of a stupid fumble kickoff to start the game. That's nuts. So missing the first one was like, okay, good for Brandon. We're even. But I should have taken the freaking thinking back after the way the dice treated me afterwards a little bit. I was like, oh well, maybe I should have gotten those points. And
I was just gonna say both quarterbacks were really on. Zorn and Morton had great games.
Yeah, look, established. You saw me pound it and pound it and pound it. Brought in the 5 left guard. You guys might have noticed. who I haven't been using all year. He made a key block. He made a 7-yard block on a 5. And just really established the run. It's just sort of earned those guess wrong calls from you, Brandon. I mean, that was the idea. Knowing how much you guess pass, I really had to condition you defensively to decide to go run, and it freaking worked.
It worked. I had to because you were running all over me.
It worked.
I texted my dad at halftime. I said, I was like, I got to run more and I got to call run more. And because you're right, you were making me, I was getting killed catching pass the whole game.
Here's the notes. Need to run a lot here. He calls pass a lot. Need to establish early and open up second half even running. First quarter run, second quarter run, at least the first drive of the third quarter run. After that, pass.
Yeah.
Brandon, I thought your kicker would miss that field goal at the end. That's how the stretch guys work.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I didn't think he'd make that. I
did not think he'd make it. I said, I was like, run one more play, try to get 4 yards, get to the 22.
Yeah.
I couldn't have I didn't want to get sacked. And
I knew why. I knew why.
And I was like,
I didn't blame you.
And if I threw a short pass, it didn't matter. My kicker sucks all the way up to the 3-yard line.
I thought for sure your kicker was going to miss that.
Same
I thought for sure.
I just started clicking, like kick it, see what happens. I didn't even want to.
I watched the whole game. It was a great game by both you guys, though.
Penalty can only hurt you there, like you said, to your point. So that's I figured you were going to go for it, but you were right. You're absolutely right, Brendan, to not go, because again, holding kills you. A personal foul doesn't help you. So why even take that chance?
Yeah. You were on it with the long passes though, and that was my game plan. I was planning to throw a lot of long passes because that wasn't my tendency. I thought I'd try to catch some no-mans, but you were killing me on the no-mans.
I hated that theory when you told me that, but I said, do what you're going to do. Not in that area. It's too many interceptions.
Early. You showed it early, and I adjusted.
Yeah.
I think if you held it back a little bit, I may have not adjusted as much. But once you showed it, I was like, okay, well, I love Morton's LP card, and I'm looking at your tendencies, looking at his card, saying, well, you should be throwing long more. So once you started doing it, I was like, all right, quick. I was very quick to respect it because Morton has a fine long pass column.
Well, you were in time of possession in the beginning. I looked at it at one point. You had like the ball for 15 minutes longer than I had or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Using Kane early, you quickly put the 5 at defensive end, which, I was like, good. I mean, good. Okay. I won't run and run. I can still run, let's get who's that over there? George Martin or whoever that is, the 12.
He's George Martin.
Yeah.
You burned him once, and I'm like, we're not doing that. He had a 7 there anyway, so I'm like, well, what's the difference between 8 and a 12 on a 7? I mean, we'll just concede that a little. So
had a couple of big catches off of his card for Dave Casper.
Yeah.
He had like a +19 and a +17 on his card. Really.
Yep. Yeah, sure did. He missed one too, which I thought you were going to get on a 3 roll. Guessed right.
Yeah, I remember that one. I saw it.
Yep, a key miss. I mean, not that he's supposed to catch every one of those guessed right, but
when I threw a short pass on my own 3-yard line, you were supposed to guess run, and I was supposed to get like a long gain. And sure enough, I get sacked for a safety. I was right after I stopped you too. But I was kind of figured I'm playing with house money. It's like I gave up less than a field goal net and gave you the ball back. I was justifying all kinds of ways that was okay.
Yeah, red zone, you were 3 for 3, 3 touchdowns. I was 10 points out of 28 opportunities. So, that's just –
and the field position was terrible for you, Brandon, the whole game.
I couldn't believe I got a few touchbacks. My kickoff place kicker finally got me some touchbacks. But, yeah, it was I can't complain about special teams, though. They won me the game at the end with the lucky roll,
Holy mackerel.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box. I mean, it went to plan. What can I say? It went to plan. I don't know.
I thought you outcoached me. I was feeling all turned around, on defense.
The Barkham hit toward the end of the half. That was pretty. That felt really good. Felt right. And then I got the ball and didn't do much, I don't think, on that first. Oh, I think I probably did. go pretty far and then didn't score on that first drive. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got to look at the strat report, but I got to say, if I had to guess, you probably gave up. You were giving up per game. You were giving up only fourth in the league at 6 guessed wrong passes a game, opportunities. Fourth in the league, and that comes out of your high pass calls. I probably doubled it. We probably doubled it today. And, with those receivers, that's a dangerous situation.
Yeah. And you were hitting on Zorn's call.
And hitting them, too. Yeah. Hitting them, just couldn't punch it in. Again, your key call on Pruitt. Take us through that a little bit. So, did you have a thought there? I mean, what were you thinking? Did you just say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo? What was the...
A little bit of that, but I knew Pruitt when I looked at the rating sheet before the game, and I think he had a very good 2-yard percent, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was your best. I thought he was your best guy to get 2 yards.
He's not. He's not. Davis is better by one chance. Davis has 23 chances to get 2 yards. No, you're right. Pruitt has 23. Davis 22. And. Yeah. And I figured with the low carries on Pruitt that he had, that you'd probably assume I wouldn't go to him because I want to keep the carries around. And I put Kane in for the threat of end run.
Yeah.
And to keep that on your mind. But, look, more important was the guessed wrong not more important, just as important from the 2 or whatever, guessed wrong off tackle Pruitt on an earlier drive from the 2, 5, graded 5.
Yep.
Just the absolute wrong time to get it, but and then a missed field goal or whatever it was. But oh my, what a game! What a game!
What a game!
Well done.
Yeah,
good luck.
I think you deserve to win it, Anthony. You coached a great game. I think you had it. I think you coached better than I did, and a third of the game's luck. So that rolling a 12 at the end's crazy. So.
I mean, look, you can trace everything back to your own decisions for the most part, right? You can trace back. Look, I freaking remember sitting there choosing this return squad, looking at that long gain, saying, that's going to bite me once or twice this year, right? Oh. Just trace it back to that, right? So you could say that's luck all you want, but I made that choice. I made that choice, and I remember making the choice, and boom, there it goes. So, that's on me.
60% of those long gains, though, are turning into 45 yards to 30 yards. It just happened to come up a 65-yarder and get him into makeable field goal range. So, but, wow. I mean, so much drama in the last 2.5 minutes. Excellent game.
I got to watch it back because I can't remember half of it. It's all blur.
Well, the 2nd and 4 call was going to be the play of the game probably. And that was where you keyed Davis and I hit Solomon. Mm-hmm. My view there was, okay, a sack kills me. A sack, it's over. But an incompletion, I can live with 3rd and 4 all day. I'll take 3rd and 4. Within contain, now's the time to go. And did it. And it, quote unquote, worked out.
I mean, I felt stupid after that. I was thinking about, why am I keying? I didn't even need to key. I should have just guessed run, and I got burned again. Like, I was kicking myself after that.
Hey, if you're going to go after Davis, it's not the worst idea because he fumbles.
Short gains at 6, 7, 8 on both runs, I think, right? He was just killer middle of the card.
The question starting that drive in my mind and maybe yours was, all right, will Davis short gains get enough for Leahy to have a decent chance? Because those are all going to be inside runs. So of course I had 3 timeouts, but even then, was that going to be enough? They would need to be the 15 to 20. It would matter 15 to 20 versus 10 to 15 on the short gain to be able to get it in the range. I was just hoping that you were intimidated by the card a little bit, and then I could just find one chunk play in the air and found it. But there you go.
Yep.
Well, congrats again.
Thanks.
Good luck next round versus either Wilmington or Dale, right? So.
Yep.
Okay.
A great game.
Great job, guys. Both of you had an excellent game plan. I enjoyed watching the coaching going both ways, and good luck in the Super Bowl, Brandon. Excellent.
Great
Thank
game.
you.
Congrats.
Take care.
And
guys.
that's it for Adeline, by the way. Adeline is Jim Zorn turns into a pumpkin right now. Boom.
Oh, shit. Already? Well, you could have Brian Sipes. He turned into a pumpkin this year.
I've seen pumpkin. I've seen quite a few pumpkins out throw Joe Ferguson, so you got nothing. You got nothing to worry about.
Adeline, we'll see you in a couple of years. We'll see you hopefully in a couple of years.
Hey, good game,
Pruitt's going downhill too next year. They're everybody but Lofton pretty much is going down.
Hey, good night, guys.
All right. So long, everybody.
Good night. Take care.
I know.